Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mampolo from Mampolo's Corner. Renew your mindset. Guys, Barrister Mike Ozekhome. You know that sound, that heavy sound, Professor. They don't carry cane. They carry cane. Now he say, oh yeah, Buhari, lie down. Taza. He said he finished with Buhari. Now he say the whole senators one day for Nigeria. Come here. Are you people normal? Now they give them Taza. No senator want you know flock for Nigeria. No senator that guy no give 12 stroke of the cane. I say Mike Ozekhome, and I saw you rugged. If you see what this guy use mouth do Buhari. If you see what this guy use mouth do Buhari. If you see what this guy use mouth do senators. Say senators be like puppet to the executive, to the president any president when they vote for Nigeria. Senators they say, yes sir, yes ma, yes sir, yes sir. Say we know that senator so. He said as long as Nigeria is concerned, there's no senator. What you will get na servant to in fact not even they don't reach servant. He said what you will get na slave. When they say yes sir to the slave masters, president, yes sir to the slave master. He said now he said who give us senator? He said you know what they call senator? If you want to know what is called senator, go to America so that you learn. Are you people know man? Oh Mike Ozekhome, God will bless you. For those who never see this video, you must watch this video. Watch video.
So these problems are endemic and systemic. So we have a National Assembly and particularly a Senate that has been corrupted by the system and by the executive, that has become afraid of its own shadow.
Jesus.
This government is on its way going out. I'm just writing an article now. I will put it out today. I titled it, Our Leaders, the Ephemerality of Power. Go to James, 2 James. He said power is like a bubble. You pinch it and it goes.
That's right.
It vanishes. Ecclesiastics, nothing lasts forever. Even life itself. Shakespeare, life is but a walking shadow. A poor player that frets and struts his hour upon the stage and is heard no more. It was a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
You know book. You know book, Baba.
Now, a government that is going, you have been there for 8 years. Listen to this. 2 weeks ago, the president went to the Senate, to National Assembly, and said, I want to borrow $800 million.
Jesus.
Who has calculator there? 800 million times 760.
Who go press
How they do that? 800 million.
US dollar.
800. They put 60 times 760.
Jesus.
That is what the Buhari administration told the Senate 2 weeks ago. They want. Oh, Senate said, Mr. Yes, Senate. Mr. Yes, sir. Senate said, oh, approved.
Yes, sir.
To do what with that money? In the twilight of your going, they have just approved over 400 billion.
Jesus.
They say payment of judgment debts. Who are the judgment creditors? Have you not seen the judgment creditors in the last 8 years?
God will judge them.
These are parting gifts for the boys. Nobody is deceived. If everybody is, I am not. Then the same president went to the Senate 3 weeks ago.
Again?
I said, we want to borrow. Yeah, thank you. Do you know how much that is?
The figure don't come.
$800 million is 608 billion
Jesus.
naira. 608 billion naira.
When you they go?
With that amount, every state of the 36 states in Nigeria can have a first-class hospital fully equipped that will never allow any Nigerian to leave the shores for treatment abroad.
Yes.
Do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir.
The same federal government 3 weeks ago
Don't verse.
Went to the Senate. I said, give us 22.7 trillion naira. as ways and means loans, ways and means, 22.7 trillion naira. I thought another government is supposed to come in on the 29th of May. Is today not 26?
Today, I am.
Abi?
Now, so.
Is it not on Monday? So, haven't borrowed money for our generations yet unborn, haven't sold our yesterday, haven't mortgaged our today. Why are you against selling our tomorrow? Why are you borrowing? What do you mean by ways and means? 22.7 trillion naira. Wait for it. It's not yet ended.
You never finish?
It's not yet ended.
You mean
On again, few weeks ago, the federal government again got approval from the National Assembly to borrow 819.54 billion naira. They call it domestic loan to fix infrastructure.
Jesus.
Domestic loan to fix infrastructure. Which infrastructure? When are you going to fix it? I thought you are going in the next few days.
After 8 years.
But if we had a strong National Assembly,
for where?
particularly the red chambers,
Ta.
the Senate, in our bicameral legislature, they will say, no, sir, Mr. President, wait for let the next government come and take a decision as to how they want to govern this country. But that is not what we are seeing. So, I have itemized about, I looked at some of the problems we are having, and when I quickly tell you these problems, I will tell you the solutions. I do not just believe in damage assessment. I do not believe in crying over spilled milk. When you say something is wrong, what do you do to right the wrong?
That's right.
Because there are many problems. Now, the first major problem which I identify is corruption and greed. And I've itemized some of it. Go and check the budget of Nigeria every year. They will say spoons, cutlery, golden spoons, and forks. They will say about 50 billion to 100 billion naira.
For a spoon?
I say spoon, fork. And you say they are gold. Are they also diamond? So, do you replace cutlery every 4 years? What we have been having is a maximalist dictatorial presidency, not the type we borrow from America. No, it is the kind of presidency that behaves like Louis XIV of France, that stood in front of Parliament imperiously in 1655 to declare, "L'État, c'est moi, I am the state." He approximated himself to the state. American presidency has its own checks and balances. Joe Biden will not simply come out and make a funny request. They will hack him down. But we don't have such a system. We are using a system that is too humongously expensive for us to maintain instead of the simple Westminster system of government that we operated. So we have this problem of corruption and greed. We have ethnicity and religious sentiments always befuddling us. Ethnicity, you already know. Religious sentiments, you already know. Professor Onigo Otite, in his demographic survey of Nigeria, said Nigeria has 374 ethnic groups that speak over 350 languages. I tell people, I am from Wepa Wano, ethnic nationality, and Esako. From Esako, I'm of Edoid origin.
Confirm.
If you talk about 374 ethnic groups in Nigeria, Esako is one of these 374 ethnic groups. Why do you just simply equate Nigeria to the Hausas, Fulanis, the Yorubas, and the Igbos, and you feel you have finished with Nigeria? That is why we can't move. Because we are standing Nigeria on a tripod. A tripod is not balanced. If you look at Nigeria from the prism of 3 ethnic groups, what happened to the other 371 ethnic groups? Do you think God created me as an Ozekhome person to be subjugated? To be dominated?
God forbid.
To be oppressed? To be repressed? To be suppressed?
It's okay, it's okay.
To
Baba.
be marginalized?
It's okay, it's okay.
By any other ethnic group? God couldn't have been that naive. He's an almighty God. He doesn't make mistakes. I'm proud to be an Ozekhome person.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a Yoruba man. I don't want to be an Igbo man. I don't want to be a Hausa man. I don't want to be Fulani man. I'm not Baki. I'm not TV. I'm not Idoma. I'm not Igala. I'm not Ogoni. I'm an Ozekhome man. Until we start respecting ourselves,
Yeah.
we will not move anywhere. I have executive interference here. I've already talked about that. I have here truancy and absence from legislative duty. I've touched on that. The egocentric nature of the legislature that made them to query Prince Tony Momo in 1983 to come and disclose the source of information, and he said he will not. Of course, he went to court and he won the case. May Tony Momo so rest in our journal, Fidelity. I've also preferred some solutions here. I have a 54-page paper here. I've just decided to speak to it. I've already sent it to Chief Richard Lamai, which he can generously distribute for everyone here. And the solutions for us to promote responsible governance and curbing legislative misuse of power, we must strengthen the rule of law.
1.
We must enhance transparency
2.
and accountability.
3.
We must allow for public participation in the decision-making process of our laws.
4.
There must be civic education.
5.
So that it will not be their government versus us. It will be our government, collective government. We must strengthen anti-corruption
6.
measures
6.
and anti-corruption institutions.
7.
Not the type we are having now, that they themselves are corrupted. Who will police the police? We need to have ethics and code of conduct.
8.
The beginning and the end of our problems is our lack of family values. If your family is strong, then the society will be strong. When your family is weak, the society will be weak. If you wake up every morning, you a man, you start beating up your wife, and your children are watching you, they will grow up into angry children. They will feel that it is violence that we must employ to succeed.
That's true.
So let our democracy begin from our homes. My 2 children are here. They know I don't take any decision just because I'm the head of the family. I sit my 7 children down. Those who are not physically available, we put them on WhatsApp video or virtual. Let us discuss this matter. How do we go? We will argue. Their mother will argue. I'm the umpire, but not like INEC. I'm very independent. I'm a very independent umpire. When they argue, 4 may vote for, 3 may vote against. If their mother refuses to vote and it's 3-3, then I have a casting vote. If we practice democracy from our homes, then we will know the value of democracy. We cannot now come and buy people over. So we must strengthen political parties. The political parties we are having now are not political parties. They are owned by some powerful individuals.
Yes.
Some powerful politicians. Is that not correct?
It's correct.
You all
Very
know
correct.
now, political parties, the chairman will be invited to the house of maybe the presidential candidate or the governorship candidate. He will be jumping up.
Yes,
How
sir.
high do you want me to jump, sir? Then you say run. You say, how fast do you want me to run? Is it to say boat? Do you want me to do? So we must strengthen political parties as vessels to midwife and strengthen and expand the plenitude and amplitude of democracy.
You go
and
to school.
democratic institutionalization.
You go to school.
We must have capacity building.
Nice.
Of course, media, there must be freedom of movement and freedom, media freedom, freedom of the press, and civil society engagement. We must have long-term vision and planning
11
for us to succeed. At the end of the day, as I round up, let me make this point clear. Until Nigeria goes back to the drawing board.
Yes.
Now listen to me and listen very carefully.
Yes, sir.
Which is my party shot.
Yes, sir.
Until Nigeria goes back to the drawing board, to know that Nigeria today is afflicted by a major illness that is worse than leprosy. Until Nigeria decides to immerse herself in the River Jordan of our nationalism, like Naaman the leper, who dipped himself into River Jordan 7 times and became cleansed of his leprosy. Until we know that we are not practicing a people's constitution, but a militarily imposed constitution under the General Abdusalami Abubakar government, which is actually Decree number 24 of 1999. Until we decide to engage ourselves, we talk, we discuss. Where are we coming from? Where are we? And where do we want to go from here? Which will lead to a people's constitution, a constitution that is autochthonous, a constitution that is homegrown, a constitution that is indigenous, a constitution that the people buy into and enjoys the legitimacy of the people. We will continue to waste time. So when Miss Flora Louisa Ashio, on the 8th of January 1897, was giving Nigeria her name, that area, Niger area, and she later married Lord Lugard, the man who on the 1st of January 1914 amalgamated the Southern Protectorate and Lagos Colony with the Northern Protectorate to found Nigeria. Until we know that we have problems, you cannot solve it.
You can't.
We have a proverb. I
know what you mean.
If you have a boy and you are hiding it, it will develop into a gangrenous and incurable whitlow that can kill you. So, we must therefore go to brass tacks by having a people's constitution. The present constitution that you are amending, they have already amended it 4 times. They are trying the 5th one. Amendment plus amendment multiplied by amendment cannot solve it.
It's confusion.
Because you cannot amend a bad product.
It's a confusion.
If your house is cracking, you don't just go to the trees and cut off the branches.
It's calm.
They will grow again and the tap roots will increase. What do? You go to the tap roots.
Uproot.
You go and uproot them.
So.
We need a people's constitution to be subjected to a people's referendum owned by the people. It was done in Libya successfully. Heavens did not fall. In Egypt successfully. Heavens did not fall. In Tunisia successfully. Heavens did not fall. In South Africa successfully. Heavens did not fall. In Eritrea successfully. Heavens did not fall. In Afghanistan successfully. Heavens did not fall. So, who is afraid of a new constitution? Who is afraid of a people's constitution? Let us go to brass tacks. We cannot continue to treat a serious ailment like leprosy with a medicine or a drug meant for eczema. We cannot succeed like that. God bless Nigeria. God bless all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Wow. Please stand in ovation for Chief Mike. Chief Professor Michael Ozekhome. The man has been able to put enough flesh to the memorial lecture of Senator E.A. Lamai's memorial lecture.
Guys, when I don't see the video, when I see as he flogged them pieces, he flogged them piecesly. And this one that they talk, say education is power. That's when get brain. If they talk, even you when get power, you go behave yourself. Are you normal? Why? He flog them. When you see somebody call himself a professor, when they talk, you know. Not all those modern days people. Somebody go do crash course for one month 2 months. He said he don't study PhD. They give himself, I'm a doctor. I'm a doctor. Are you normal? You know what is called doctor? Do you know what is called study? When you open your mouth, people cannot. You are calling yourself a doctor, a PhD. You open your mouth, people will say, oh, this one goes to secondary school at all. Oh, yeah. Look at people that talk. When they talk, everybody stand at attention. I don't want to talk too much, guys. If you love what I do, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, even on TikTok. All of my politics gonna love, guys. Peace out.